Okay, this is part 2 of the Rectangles demo video. In part 1, we captured some frames from a source movie and paused it using the P key. It's paused right now, and we're going to go through it, and first I'll explain a little bit how to navigate through the frames. You can go frame by frame, forward and rewinding using the right arrow key and the left arrow key. To go forward, use the right arrow key, as you can see, and to rewind, press the left arrow key. So that's pretty simple. Let's draw a rectangle around Ken's low roundhouse there for the collision detection. First, just navigate to the first frame. Let's say it's this one. And to draw a rectangle, just press the mouse down at one of the corners, drag with the mouse button down until the opposite corner, and then release the button. When you draw a rectangle, you'll notice that there are two handles. The top left handle allows you to reposition the rectangle, so you can just drag it around the screen. And the bottom right handle allows you to resize the rectangle. That. Okay, so a rectangle can span across multiple sequential frames. So to extend this to the next frame, hold down the Shift key and then press the right arrow key. Okay, you can do that a number of times. Okay, so if I've gone 1 or 2 frames too far, to correct that, to determine the last frame that the rectangle appears on, hold down the Shift key and press the left arrow key, and that determines the last frame that it appears on. Okay, so that looks good. Let's see what this looks like when played back. I'm going to rewind to the very beginning of the footage by pressing the Home key, okay, and play it in normal speed. Okay, let's watch that again. Okay, and once more in slow motion. Okay. To get that slow motion, that was achieved using the up arrow key. The up and down arrow keys control the speed of playback, and basically you can monitor that by noting the drag parameter here. The drag parameter is basically the delay in milliseconds that each frame is shown. So when you press the P key, it'll go to 700. That's also paused. Anything above 700 is paused, and a normal speed will be 30. So if I press the P key once again, okay, it plays it at 30. So that's a delay. And to control that to a more granular level, you can use the up and down arrow keys. So that's basically it. To navigate, you've got the arrow keys and the P key. To save this out, we can save this file out to a .wre file. It's as simple as going File, Save As, and choosing a file name. When you do that, just remember that whoever you share the WRE file with, if you want to send somebody a tutorial, that person will also need the source movie that the source movie file that you've used to create this, as well as the Rectangles program. Soon there will be a feature to add text to any given frame that's yet implemented yet. Also, the BMP MPEG mode is not implemented yet. Okay. So if you have any questions or comments, or you'd like to try out Rectangles, please drop me an email. That's phonics@gmail.com, spelled FAWNIX @gmail.com.